What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean & Green Lawn Service in South Georgia. My second video for today. It is Saturday. You won't get them the same day, but I broke it up into two different things. It is about 10 o'clock in the morning. I've already done a property today, but this is going to be maintenance. You know, just kind of that's a part of business. That's a time-consuming part of business too. So first things first, I'm headed down. I'm gonna run up here to town. I do have a little property I want to run by and take a peek at, make sure everything's good there, where I put the irrigation system in. And while I'm down here, I'm gonna go ahead and fill up the truck. The truck's on about a half a tank, probably 13, 14, maybe 15 gallons, depending on where that needle's exactly at. And you know, probably another 15 gallons in the mowers to get them topped off. So yeah, man, going to buy about probably 30 gallons of fuel, 28 to 30 gallons of fuel at $3 a gallon. So here we go, about to drop 90, I reckon. But anyway, we get them back to the house, we'll get them unloaded, and get the oil change done. And the oil change and greasing, that's a big thing for me. I like to keep them greased. I like to keep the oil changed. Now, you know, and I keep, you know, decent blades on them. Keep the air filter blown out. Replace it when it needs to be. I take mine in to get the hydro service, so when they're due for a service, I take them back for that. But oil, man, oil is the life of that engine. Keeping good oil in it and keeping you know, dirt out of it. So pretty big thing. And then as far as, you know, I haven't got under my Super Z yet. I've only put about 10 hours on it. I'm fixing to do the first oil change on it. Go ahead and get that done. And I'm guessing it has serviceable spindles where you can grease them. I mean, I know the X1 does. That Z's old, so we'll find out when we get to the house if it's got them. I need to try to figure out, I got a leak in, I don't know if I got a leak in the tire or a leak around the rim. I need to check that out. I air it up every morning. It stays up all day, but that's just one of those aggravating things. My Raptor SD has a leak around the rim, and I just cannot get that thing to seal. I guess I could break it loose and clean it, you know, but I just top it off with air every day when I use it. But so anyway, that's what we're doing today. So let's get up here and see how much gas we can put in these machines. Give me a receipt. Receipt clerk. Nope, it gave me one today. All right, that's the mowers. 18.4. I put about 10.5 in here, about 5 in here. Then I top this off. So, man, they got a big motorcycle ride today. They've been coming through already for like 30 seconds. Got the police out there, got them blocked off. Must be a poker run, I guess, what they call it, don't they? Anyway, let me get this can in here and get the truck pulled up, and then we'll fill the truck up. In case you're wondering, $2.83.9, so $2.84 a gallon. It was $3.13 a gallon on the mowers. I put mid-grade in them, so go over there. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Go over here and see. Yeah. Oh man, that was $58 in the mowers. So, whew, that's a whole yard, man. That's a whole yard. But just part of the cost of doing business when you go out and run. Let's see, we have cut. Well, we were out. Let me see, had 9.5 hours and 7, so 16.5 hours out. Now, obviously, some of that was, you know, riding around, which is why, part of that's why the the truck is finna suck down some fuel too, right? But that's all my properties for the week. So that's $60 in fuel. And I tell you how much the oil was. I got to change the oil. I got the oil and filters. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you that the oil, I got 6 quarts of oil. I need roughly 2 for each one. And I had a filter, and I bought 2 more for the 3 mowers. So 2 filters and 6 quarts of oil with tax was $62. So, you know, oil and gas this week on the mowers, I'm gonna have you know, $120 something. So for 1 week. But now obviously the oil change, I won't need there we go, 15.1. Been getting about, see if this one gives me a receipt. Usually one of them makes me go inside. Man, check that out. Check that out. So the F-150, we've been running it for 3 weeks now, I think. And it's been getting about 9.5 miles to the gallon. So in case you were interested in that, and 9.5 miles to the gallon. It's got 381 miles on it right now, but that's because we got gas and didn't reset it. I don't think it ain't a big deal. I don't think when Elro gets gas he resets it. Look at there, boy. Walker grass handling system. That's a nice machine right there. I've often wondered how well those would work for you know, doing the banks and stuff. That vacuum system on it or whatever it is. Anyway, let me ride by over here and look at this yard and see how it's looking, and then we're gonna get back to the house. I need to close my gasket. Then we'll get back to the house and do some maintenance. And by the way, that 18 gallons of fuel in the mowers, when I say that was for the week of mowing, that's for 2 days. I told you it was like 16.5 hours. That is our long week. So next week we have, this week I think we had like, and we cut the church. With the church I think we had 22 or 23 properties, maybe 24. Next week will be probably like 15. So, you know, it'll obviously be less fuel. So, you know, so we probably somewhere in the neighborhood about, you know, 12 to 14 gallons a week, you know. So anyway, I want to come over here and look at this yard. Man, this doggone irrigation system is getting it done in this front yard. Look at that. Yep. She really needs that thing run over. I think I'm gonna run over this real quick. I ain't gonna do the back, but I'm gonna run over this front real quick while I'm here. Look at there. Knocked down the jungle, man. All I did was cut the front, and that was it. Just basically cut where the irrigation's at. Once we get everything set up and situated and all that kind of stuff there, we probably gonna take that irrigation system and only run it a few times a week. Right now it's running, it runs every morning. So, but we hadn't had any rain here really in a couple of weeks, really since we put the irrigation in. And it's supposed to be 100 degrees here a couple of days next week, so we're gonna go ahead and let it run every day next week, and I'm gonna get that seed down. And then we'll probably, you know, if we get a little bit of rain, I didn't put a rain sensor on it, so if we get a little bit of rain during the summer, you know, get where we start getting a little bit, we'll take and slow it down a little bit and not have it running all the time. But I heard the train a minute ago, thought I was gonna get stopped. But anyway, that was just a little quick thing that I really wasn't planning on doing, but got it done, got it out of the way. That would have been a jungle by next Friday when the guys went by to cut. So anyway, on to the house. All right, guys, we're gonna get started today with the X1. Look at this. Look at this mess. I'm gonna clean all this up. Tell you what happened. I checked the oil the other day and didn't screw that down. There wasn't no trash back here. And when Elro got on it, it shot oil up, you know, once he idled it up. So I'm gonna clean all this off. I try to keep this cleaned out under here. Look at this around these pulleys, man. That's terrible. I'm gonna do all this, and I'll probably just give you an after video. Nobody wants to see me cleaning this stuff out, I don't imagine. Heck, I can't even get that off with one hand. Yeah, look at that. That's not good. But that's just from running that chute blocker part of it, you know, some. And I mean, that's not dirt. I mean, it's not stuff that's been in there. It's all dry. But I can see that stuff, man, starting a fire on them belts. But I keep these on, you know. I know some people take them off, but I don't want somebody to step on it. I mean, it could happen. I'd rather burn up a belt or whatever, you know. But I'll take this here. I'll take that other side off, and I'll unpack it a little bit like this, and then I'll get my backpack blower and we'll get it cleaned out. Some of this in here where we did get some oil or whatever, and that's a little more caked in, but that's fine, because what we're gonna actually do is change the oil, and then we'll take and put the pressure washer on that. We'll get it cleaned off, but I don't want to pressure wash all that old nasty stuff under there. It gets packed on there. That's just not a good deal. So what we got left, you know, we'll clean off real good. There's a little bit of stuff that didn't blow out that probably was on the bottom when we had some wet grass, and it never really dried out. So we'll change the oil first, and then because we'll get some oil on the machine probably when we change it, so we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll spray it off. All right, I'm gonna show y'all what I started doing. I got those ramps. I pulled my X1 up on the ramp of the trailer, put those ramps at the back tires with them touching the bottom, and then back it up on it. Now it does have just a little bit of slant, because my brake won't hold if I leave it on the ramp, which is fine though, because that shoots all the oil down to this end. That's where the drain's at. Now if you're wondering why I do that, it's because this mower sets so low with everything under it, I can't get my oil drain pan under it. And that's some good old black stuff right there. But anyway, I got the engine, you know, that's it's not too hot to touch, but it's pretty warm. You wouldn't want to leave your finger under it. So, and I'm not showing y'all, I already got a video on the oil change and the greasing for this somewhere on my channel. You can probably search X1 maintenance or something. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I tell you what I did though. These come with a hose that's not very long. This is a 1/2 inch riser hose for irrigation. You can get, you know, like a 2-foot section or 3-foot, whatever this is. You can get them, I think 12 inch, 24 inch, whatever at Lowe's. This actually came off a roll, but anyway, I'm letting that drain out good. Make sure I get all that oil out. And again, it does help if you got it a little bit warm. You can see how freely that's running right there. Now, if I was out in the wind, this would be blowing, so you do have to be careful with that. But anyway, main thing I want to show you is this little setup right here, how I get it up off the ground. Now, you can get, I have took a smaller pan and cut it off and put it under there, but to me, that's just aggravating. If it was 28 degrees out here and I didn't want to be outside like this, you know, that might be different, which I can back this trailer under this shelter here. So anyway, I'm gonna get the oil filter off now and get a new filter, new oil. We'll check, make sure nothing's leaking, and then we'll go to the cleanup process. I got it under here. I'm gonna let it run. Make sure it's not leaking. Let it get warm. It's already getting hot. $331. I know that was upside down for y'all, but it's got 331.1 hours. So, yep. So I'll let it sit here a little while, let all the oil drain back down, pull out the stick, cleaned off, stick it back in without screwing it down, check the oil, make sure that it's good. I greased it yesterday before the guys went out. I only grease it about, once a week, fill those spindles up good. So, and the tires and the deck lift and all that. But anyway, we're gonna check the oil here in a few minutes, and then we'll take it out and we'll get it sprayed off. There we go. Oil's changed in all of them. I will double check it real quick. Been sitting there a little while. I've washed them down. I mean, I don't get all that. I need to try some of that. Oh man, what's that stuff y'all been using? Everybody's using it, man. They put it on, scrub it a little bit, and it looks like new. Something green, I think. But anyway, just blowing this off. I did notice a little problem with my Super Z. I got more rust than I thought right there. I'm ended up having to get a plate put under there. Looks like. But that ain't no problem. I got some guys that can do that, so I'll probably get that done, because I don't know what a replacement deck could be. But I'm gonna stretch that one long as I can anyway. So we're gonna check it out and see what we can get done. I haven't pulled those covers off to see what it looks like around the pulleys. Hopefully that's okay. It looks like it was some surface rust, unattended to, not getting cleaned off like I've been doing these. Sat there wet and created some surface rust and just kind of started eating through. But anyway, out here using my Simpson 3000 PSI. Yep, but everything's all cleaned up now. Waiting on them to dry off, and I'll put the two big ones back on the trailer. Put that one back under. Put the SD back under the shelter. So, hey, anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I know, this ain't nothing. You didn't learn anything, I don't imagine, other than maybe how to put your back wheels on the ramp and use your gate as a ramp on the front. But if you need that, it's also good for changing your blades if you want to do them that way while you got it up there. So anyway, I'm gonna get off this thing. Appreciate you taking time to watch the video. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, that you might see all of your blessings as from him. Hope you have a great day.